I have to start by asking you this. When you were a teenager, working at Dairy Queen, serving dilly bars and DQ sandwiches.
I was the one behind the scenes. I made dilly bars. I made DQ sandwiches. I made, what are those other ones called with the peanuts in the middle? Buster bars. And you know that job was like one of the first jobs I had. We had to wear these like camo color pants, and I had one pair, and I literally gained so much weight working that I couldn't even fit in them. I couldn't even tuck my shirt in anymore. Every break, they'd be like, "Yeah, if you make a mistake, you can eat it," and we'd be like, "Oops, I made a mistake," or you know what I mean. But that was a hard job. Like they really made us keep that place so clean. Like we had to scrub in between the benches with a toothbrush.
Oh my gosh!
So I feel like that really helped to mold me as a person.
Did you ever think when you were working at Dairy Queen that you would be a Grammy-winning pop star?
No. And I never in my wildest dreams think that someone would hand me a Vegas residency, my own show in Vegas. You know what I mean? It's just that's where I'm at right now, and it's so crazy to fast forward and think that I wrote a song called Just a Girl that I thought no one would hear when I was still living at my parents' house. And then it would be so relevant now that it would be the name of my show in Vegas.
Wow.
That show, Just a Girl, that's at Planet Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And that's you start back up on July 5th. Is that correct?
That's true. And I think I've done about 35 shows so far.
That's really great. How many costume changes do you have?
Well, the show is sort of 5 sections. It sort of starts off present day Vegas, and that costume kind of represents that. And then we kind of go back in time to the No Doubt days, and then it goes into the Harajuku world. But there's a couple of little reveals. I guess there's probably 6 costume changes.
I've seen the photos. I've seen video. The costumes look amazing. The show looks amazing.
Thank you.
And there is a charitable aspect, right, to the show?
Yeah, $1 for every ticket that is sold goes to Cure for the Kids, which is a foundation started by a woman that literally Googled how to start a foundation. and it's just really amazing. It's an outpatient program where kids basically go in to have their treatments, and I got to go down there and meet the children and this woman that just started the whole thing. It's very inspiring, and it's local in Nevada, so I feel like Vegas is hosting me, so I wanted to do something local that could give back.
How nice is that?
It's
great. Amazing, because I just always think back to college, and you get so inspired, and you have all this hope. You're in college, and you're hearing about all these people that have done so much great stuff in the world, and you think, I'm just nobody from Anaheim. How am I ever going to be able to do anything? I don't see how these people did that, and now I get to do it. I get to actually just get on stage, sing about my life, and most of it's complaining about my broken heart, and then that gets to help a sick child, and that foundation doesn't turn anyone away. So pretty fantastic.
So the show is called Just a Girl, Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas. Our producer, Curtis, he has a question about the song Just a Girl.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
So I'm a big nerd, and your song was just, it was in Captain Marvel, right? So I wanted to know, how that whole process goes. Do they approach you, and they're like, hey, we want to use your song?
It's so cool that you asked that question. You're not that nerdy to ask that. We just watched that movie last night. Blake hadn't seen it yet, so the kids wanted him to see my song and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But we get these requests all year round, they want you for this or that, and then you approve it or you don't approve it. And they pitched it, and I was like, oh, that sounds amazing, and just didn't think about it again. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so, next thing I know, the movie comes out, and I start seeing on, Twitter and different places that the song is starting to chart again. Why is Just a Girl on the chart? That's weird. And people, referencing Brie Larson, and I couldn't really figure it out, because, Twitter's weird. You, read, things, and you're like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So then I realized, oh, my gosh, that's right. I think I did approve to put that song in a movie, you know what I mean, in a movie. And then that weekend we went to go see it. I had no idea what, because usually it's pretty wah wah, they're like oh, it's just the end title credits after everything happened, or it's in it for 2 seconds and there's no vocal, or you know what I mean. So I didn't know what to expect, and all of a sudden, like, I was there with my son and his friends, and it was like a lot of people, and it came on, and I was like, whoa, like screaming, and my son's like, Mom, that's so embarrassing. And I'm like, hey, if it was your song, you would be. It's like it's like the biggest moment of the whole movie.
Yeah, it's like the most kick-ass part of it.
Yeah, so it's pretty. I feel super proud of that, and even when we watched it last night, Blake was like, my God, like, the whole damn song. Like, it was pretty exciting and pretty awesome, and I don't know. Here we are.
Well, okay, now
come see my Just a Girl show. Hi!
Right? Now, speaking of Blake, you're going to be back on The Voice for season 17, right?
Can you believe it? I might be the luckiest girl in the world. I never expected it. I wanted it. This is going to be my 4th season. And it's shocking because it kind of came out of nowhere, but that shouldn't be shocking because every single season they've asked me back, it's been the same thing. It's like last minute. So I'm like, okay, I guess I need to get some kind of babysitter because we're shooting in like 3 weeks.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast it all came together, and it's going to be, it's just a magical environment. It's really inspiring to be on set. It's like you are around so much music because you're either searching for a song for somebody or for your, for you to do, and then you're like hearing songs in new ways with new voices, and it's just, and then you're thinking back to like, oh, all the stuff that I did and how did I do that? Because you don't really think about it when you're in it and you're just living and you're just evolving as an artist, but to like think about it and watch someone else perform and go, what are they doing wrong? Like, why isn't it connecting? And what do I do? And how does it, you know what I mean? Like, you get in your brain, and it's just very creative, fun environment.
Now, you're replacing Adam Levine, and I watch The Voice, and I like Adam. I know that Blake and Adam are, good buds and everything, but Adam was driving me crazy last season because he kept propping his foot on the chair. So is
that a note? Don't prop my foot.
Please, for Mo's sake, please don't prop your foot on the chair.
If you do it, we'll know it's a nod to Mo.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's surreal to think. Adam's the one that called me in the first place, and I didn't know Adam really. I just went in the studio with Adam before they called me for The Voice because he had done this Maroon 5 song he wanted me to be on. But anyways, cut to. He's the one that was like, you got to do the show. It's so amazing. It was just, it's so great to sit between them because they're so funny. But, so it's going to be interesting to have this lineup. But being on there with my best friend is going to be pretty fun. So.
Yeah.
Yo, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you got a lot going on. Of course, Just a Girl, the Vegas show, again, July 5th through the 26th. And I believe, again, in October 11th through November 2nd is the second run, right?
Yes.
And then season 17 of The Voice, so you got a lot going on.
I'm going to be busy. I hope I see you guys at Vegas.
That'd be a great show to see. Awesome. Absolutely. Well, Gwen Stefani, thank you so much for being on the show with us, and best of luck in everything. I hope you win season 17 of The Voice.
I do. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.